Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's Kwings here, providing another informative video guide, walkthrough, let's play, whatever, on Transformers Fall of Cybertron for the PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. If you like what you see, then please thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Though if you like the Transformers, thumbs up this video anyway. Well, onto the episode already in progress.
We now return to the Transformers.
Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's been a wicked long time, almost a year exactly, since the last Autobots and Decepticons video. Don't forget to hit the like button to show your support for the return of Transformers Fall. Is it Fall or War of Cybertron? I can't remember.
Fall of Cybertron.
Fall of Cybertron, okay.
Wow, it has been a long time.
When they last saw this, I had found the Soundwave tape, or Shockwave tape that was over there, talking about his master plan. There we go. So I have to use my cool grappling thing to open the door, I think. Yep.
So we're gonna meet Shockwave pretty soon, or?
I don't remember.
Not sure if we'll actually meet him in person.
He has a cameo.
Okay, that's cool. I have a few little tidbits on him whenever.
Whoa! Smell you later, Decepticreep. Yeah, I remember when we did all that slang and stuff. I wish I could say a year later I'm actually a better Autobot player, but I'm just as bad as I was a year ago.
No, don't let the Decepticons win.
But I did get to know.
On the far side, if you can make it. Cancel that negativity.
I actually made friends with the top Transformers content creator on YouTube, Shomungri, and we were talking about doing some Transformers stuff last year, and our friendship started as a collab, and now we just kind of chat back and forth. And he's doing some videos other than Transformers these days, but he definitely knows more about Transformers than I do. My area of expertise is the Batman. Although Transformers was always kind of a hobby for me as well as the other 80s tunes.
Yeah.
I still love them to death. Not a fan of the Decepticons, though. And I don't care how Shmungri talks about the Decepticons. Autobots will always be my favorite. I don't like the Decepticreeps. They're the bad guys. Okay?
Decepticreeps, that's right.
I'm gonna slag me some Decepticons.
That's right.
That's the plan, anyway. I'm gonna melt you down to rust. Booyah.
So, yeah, speaking of Shockwave,
oh, you got your little...
he is, yeah,
he's an evil scientist in this, like Dr. Frankenstein.
He's very cold and, very cold, calculating. He's not after bloodlust, like a lot of the Decepticreeps. But he's more mechanical, just kind of like matter of fact, like, oh, this is the best way to get my way. I just have to kill this many people.
Well, he's the second in command of the Decepticons.
Yeah, he's the second in command. Yeah, when Megatron goes to Earth,
yep.
Then he stays behind.
Because the Decepticons have taken over Cybertron, or what's left of it after this war.
Yeah.
And there's actually been many wars on Cybertron over the many millions of years.
But yeah, he's very smart, very scientific, very logical.
Yeah. Cool and calculating.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's almost like cold and kind of freaky.
Whoa.
But he has a laser cannon for one of his arms, and his other form is he's a giant ray gun when he's not walking around, and he can fly in both modes apparently, which I didn't understand how a giant ray gun can fly, but okay. And he can emit rays of many different types of energy. He can suck in energy from all different, sources. So he can pretty much get energy from anywhere and just shoot it at you. I don't know. And he does kind of have a weakness because humans pose a difficulty to him because they use their emotions and intuition. And these kind of thought processes that humans do totally confound him because he's not expecting it, so apparently. And that's just what I found. And pretty much the animated series shows him to be really loyal to Megatron, but actually in the comics, he's always kind of looking for a way to overthrow Megatron.
Well, all the Decepticons are. Their loyalty only goes as far as, you know, the strong leads them.
Right.
And
it's
if
like
somebody
very
comes up to be stronger.
Progress, evolution, whatever, whoever's the strongest.
But the thing that I always found interesting about Shockwave and Starscream and things like that, especially in the cartoon show, the old, I guess it would be Sunbrow series or Marvel series, whatever. Shockwave and Jetfire and Starscream were all scientists. Like that's what they were before the war. And of course, Shockwave took that a step further and became kind of like, you know, this gene splicing evil, not really evil, but whatever he is. In this game, he's definitely like the Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of villain.
I think he does, I don't know what, like refuse some like Autobots and stuff.
Well, yeah, he likes to capture Autobots and then transform them into stuff.
Yeah.
Which we saw at the beginning of this episode. I believe it was Sludge, the Brachiosaurus or Appendosaurus or whatever they call it these days, after the science people realized, oh wait, the made-up dinosaur that we created is the wrong name, so it's not a Brontosaurus, there was no such thing as Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus.
Right. Brontosaurus was the one that doesn't exist. Apatosaurus is the real name.
That's the new real name.
The new real
name, yeah.
So.
You'll find out science will change it in probably 30 years. It'll be a different name.
Well, no, they found the wrong skull next to the wrong body a long time ago, supposedly. I don't know, it's weird. But it's interesting, one of the writers, Bob Badensky or something.
Bob the Densky.
According to him, Shockwave was inspired by Spock from Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Very logical, not thinking about, you know, emotions at all, just whatever's logical, just do that. So that's very interesting because I was thinking Spock when I was reading about his like attributes, but he'd be like an evil Spock.
An evil Spock.
Because Spock is kind of a nice guy, but you know, this guy's not very nice. And
not very nice, Bob.
He's a lot. Shockwave is way more powerful in the comic books than he is in the animated series.
Oh, in the animated series, he's kind of like this.
They
dolt.
make him, he's easily defeated or whatever, but he's not, and he's extremely powerful in the comics.
Yeah, well, while Megatron turns into like this little gun thing, Shockwave is like this monster bazooka, so he's like twice as powerful as Megatron, or at least he appears that way. But yet he takes orders blindly from Megatron.
Yeah, well, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of interesting. In the Marvel comics, he was part of a unit that pursued the Ark, and he followed it to prehistoric Antarctica. And this kind of plays into where the Dinobots came from. It was prehistoric Antarctica, so it wasn't cold. It was called the Savage Land. It was kind of like Jurassic Park.
Savage Land?
Yeah.
Like X-Men?
I don't know. It's called the Savage Land. And there were dinosaurs there and prehistoric beasts, and then there were 5 Autobots constructed by Wheeljack and Ratchet during that time to look like the dinosaurs and stuff around there, called the Dinobots. And
you're going by the cartoon series now, or
the Marvel comics? But I'm sure that they had it a little bit in the cartoon series too, and that they battled then and ended up, you know, they were battling Shockwave, and then he ended up trapping them in tar, and then they ended up putting him in a landslide that's trapped him for like 4 million years or something. So yeah, it was kind of interesting.
The cartoon was a little bit different how the Dinobots were created. Sam was telling Ratchet and Wheeljack about... Oh. Surprise! Oh, horrible shot.
Time to slag some afterburner.
Slag it. Wow, I'm just like stinking up the joint. I deserve to be like recycled.
I'm trying to remember if the slag term was like a bad thing, and like I thought it might have been something in the UK or something. I forgot.
I don't remember.
Remember one of the things we were saying, someone commented, said it was a really bad word. Somewhere it was like, And we realized we were doing it the entire time.
Yeah. But we live in the U.S., so I mean, it's like we can't be
Come on.
too PC.
You and your foreign language stuff. Oh wait, it's English.
You and your crazy moon languages, people. Okay, so, they keep throwing grenades. Come on, grenades are not my friend.
It's so odd how like.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I would never imagine how many words in the UK are totally different than the words we use here, even though we speak the same language. It's like totally different.
Man, they just keep on coming.
Yep.
Come on, guys. Sorry, found that amusing. I chew on that? Okay. What else do you want me to chew on? Anything else? Whoa, I'm getting hurt here. Once we clear out this room, I can talk about the cartoon show a little bit.
Yes, you can see him anxiously waiting.
Anticipating it. Did he just throw a grenade? He did not just throw a
The
grenade.
anticipation is killing me. All my circuits are on edge.
I need to refuel. This is gonna be risky, but let's try it. Woohoo!
Cowabunga!
Sweet. That'll give me some energon.
Yeah, it's really cool playing this game again because I forget how well it's done. It's a really awesome game.
That was pretty
Nice.
awesome, man.
I mean, the visuals are nice, but it's also just the way it's set up. It's just got a lot to it.
Surprise! Dead guy. This mode actually helps a lot, the car mode, because you're able to maneuver more, and I guess that was the last guy.
I hope we get to play as Jazz more. He's pretty cool.
Jazz is until the episode All is One. When all are one. This is the last episode with Jazz. Then it goes to Decepticons for a while. Yeah, but what can you do? Jazz was pretty cool. Oh, you just realized.
No, I wish. Yeah, I think I already said this in some of the other episodes of this series, but you know, I wish that the Transformers Hollywood movies, the recent ones, looked a lot like this. I mean, that would have been great movies if it was mostly Autobots.
Instead of like organic monkeys battling.
Yeah.
I remember reading one review a couple years ago, and they were like, they look like giant monkeys, all identical.
Yeah.
So it's like Godzilla's robots. It's like, oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it was just too much Hollywood was put into it. If you actually had a great storyline with, you know, battles and stuff like that, I mean, that could have been.
Since we have a little bit more time, basically what happened in the cartoon show is Sam Wise County. It's Sam Wise. I'm Sam Wickedy.
He was gardening and he thought,
The Autobots were asking about ancient animals on Earth because they came across some dinosaur bones, and Sam was like, oh, you don't know what dinosaurs are? And he told Wheeljack and Ratchet about it, and they started to build the Dinobots.
Yeah, they were like, oh, we'll have an edge.
Right, we'll have an edge on Megatron. But the problem was, Sam was like, there's one important thing you have to realize about the Dinobots after they were built. He was like, they have very small brains, and they were like, uh-oh. So then the Dinobots turn on Optimus and everybody, and they're very hard to defeat, and then Optimus demands that they be dismantled. Like, they because the Allspark
disassemble. No, disassemble.
Yeah, no, disassemble. So he demands that and stuff.
I know just what to do with this.
Yeah, I remember reading a little bit about that. Yeah.
What is this? Whoa.
But yeah, it's weird because in the comics they really are very elite. Like, they're not. They're very intelligent. And it's odd how in the animated series they make them have tiny brains.
I could have made that a lot easier. There was actually explodey thingies. I forgot about those.
But it's a cute idea for kids, you know, like, you know, kids have to have a simplified version of it, otherwise, you know, it just is so complicated.
No, of course.
It's not just for kids, it's just so they can put it in a certain time frame for a series.
Exactly. But yeah, basically the Dinobots, they get their own island, and later on after Optimus Prime, the movie where he gets killed, which I found out recently was never supposed to happen. I was pretty upset when I learned about that, because I'm a big G.I. Joe fan.
No. I'm just kidding.
Big G.I. Joe fan.
No, but he died a long time. Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, we just found out that, yeah, we were just reading that originally,
All right.
Keep looking.
the original,
Oh,
I'll wait.
Sweep the area. Shockwave will be greatly displeased if we don't find those Autobots.
I'll be none too happy if you do.
Keep moving, Jazz. We need to regroup.
So yeah, we can see Shockwave here has his own little brigade, soldiers.
Freaky. Yeah, but we found that out that, the original Autobots movie was gonna have Optimus Prime live. He be living, yo. No, he was gonna live. Yeah. And because they saw that they killed off Duke in the G.I. Joe movie, they were like, "Oh, let's quickly rewrite it," and then theirs came out first.
No, not rewrite it, reshoot it. Like they storyboarded it already, and they began animation, and this was in. Whoa. That was.
But
dumb.
yeah, pretty much they just did the ending where Optimus dies.
Careful. I'm sensitive about my weight. Decepticons on the far side.
Where?
See, Autobots have more fun. Well, Jazz has more fun. It's more fun. Who doesn't like jazz music, you know?
I'm scared now. I remember this was a hard. There's like wave after wave of deceptive jerks. Yep.
Deceptive creeps.
I'll just stay in my little car.
Deceptive morons.
No.
Okay, that's my hand.
No,
No, it doesn't work.
That doesn't work. But yeah, so basically
Deceptive
they
meanies.
they were elite guards in the comics. In the cartoon show, they were just kind of dumb animals. And later on, like when we said Optimus wasn't supposed to be killed in the original movie, they came with Optimus from the moon base to Earth to help out the Autobot city. And they ended up taking out a lot of Decepticons and things like that. But there was, you really don't see much of them, like when they're fighting Galvatron. And Grimlock has more of he becomes more intelligent as the third season of Transformers goes around. And when an Optimus comes back, they really don't do much with Grimlock again. And then I believe in the Japanese Headmasters series, which was Transformers season 4 and 5 or whatever, they really don't do much with Grimlock anyway. But in the comics, he was a very articulate and completely different character than is portrayed in the cartoon show. But I always liked Grimlock. He was a lot of fun. You know, he'd be like, "Me, Grimlock." And for this game, actually, they got the original voice of Grimlock to be Grimlock. Yeah. Yep. But he is part of an elite. I believe they were part of the Lightning, not Brigade, Lightning Coalition, or something like that. Like Grimlock's troops.
Yeah. But yeah, what we were saying with the movie was pretty much Kwing already said he wasn't supposed to die. Optimus wasn't supposed to die in the movie. They changed it because the Duke died. They heard that Duke was gonna die, but it hadn't come out yet. So then
they figured they could kill their Duke character.
Their movie came out first, and then they killed Optimus off, and all the parents were so shocked. And so they kind of got the short end of the stick because then the G.I. Joe had time to fix
theirs. Where the famous line, "He's gone into a coma," and then at the end, at the end of the movie, they do the thing where it's not he just went into a coma. He's come out of a coma. Like we just heard on the radio, Duke lived. Yay!
So isn't that crazy? If they hadn't originally written Duke to die, then Optimus wouldn't have died either, and then your whole childhood would have been different.
Well, my childhood wasn't horrible. It's just
it was over. It was destroyed from that movie.
I never would have cried.
No, it was destroyed. Your entire childhood was destroyed. You need to like sue them. Be like, no, emotional distress for 30 years.
Emotional stress for 30 years? I wouldn't say that. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Give me some credit.
I'm just kidding. Totally joking.
Whoa. I got scared for a second there. There's a scary dude over there.
I'm totally pulling your spark box.
Oh, I see. Don't make me rip out your optics, hon.
Ha ha ha. Actually, that's kind of freaky.
Yeah. I have like a Vulcan skull laugh.
But did you know that the Dinobots, or Dinotrons in the Japanese version, were
Dinotrons!
they were among the top-selling toys in 1985, according to Playthings magazine.
Playthings magazine, that just sounds wrong.
I was like,
magazine.
did I read that right?
What,
No,
what
it
what
is.
is Playthings?
I'll have to look that up and make sure I got the right magazine.
Yeah, don't
Some
be,
magazine that was like that. I think I wrote it down right, though.
You gotta be kidding me.
But yeah, pretty much, if you're looking for your Dinobots, you've got Grimlock, Slag, Sludge, Snarl, and Swoop. But we have more on that eventually.
Yeah, because you get to play as the Dinobots again later. I've already beaten this game. It's just, I played online for a while, and Shomunguri and I were supposed to play, and things happened. Wii U came out, and then the Let's Play war with Nintendo, and there's just been so many crazy things.
But pretty much with the Dinobots, they kind of do their own thing, even in the animated series, as well as the comics.
Animated series? Are you talking about Transformers Animated?
Yeah, that's what
DF Animated? That was kind of a cool show.
No, I'm just talking about the old 80s one.
Oh, is it the Sunbrow series or just Deke Animation or whatever? I don't know.
I really couldn't tell you. But yeah, pretty much what I think is pretty cool about them is they're the only Autobots that can fly. I don't know if I already said that. And
well, I mean, you got the aerial bots. The aerial bots can fly.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, they can.
Well, they're the only ones that can fly in
Raid.
robot mode.
Oh, okay,
They're the
yeah.
only ones that can fly in robot mode.
Except in the pilot episode where all the Autobots flew.
Oh, right. Well, that was totally changed. Yeah.
But I gotta shoot more comms?
But they actually play a pretty cool part
They
in...
pray?
They play a...
Do they pray to Primus?
I don't know. Possibly they do.
Boom, baby.
Yeah. But they play a pretty cool part in Fall of Cybertron, so I'm excited to see what they do in the game.
Like you were saying, though, this game has so much depth to it. Eliminating
So what is
Autobots.
Grimlock like anyway? Well, we'll see him later.
You'll see him later. You kind of see something like Grimlock, like in his robot mode in this, and then you get to play. Like he has this huge sword that he uses, if I'm not mistaken. And everybody was so excited that Grimlock was in this game. What I feel bad about is they didn't make another Transformers game after this. They went right and they did the Deadpool video game before making the next Transformer game, and Deadpool wasn't that successful for them.
You're going too fast.
It was just a generic, very crass game.
Oh, I forgot these people made Deadpool.
Yeah, they made Deadpool. Such a shame too.
Well, they make games that sell well. Or no, it didn't sell well. But
Well, no, of course a lot of people are going to buy the Deadpool game. I'm just saying it's very generic.
yeah.
Generic.
Yeah. Generic.
Bobby's World reference.
I don't know.
That's
Aw.
generic.
Cute.
Don't you know, Bobby?
Wait!
I like Bobby's World.
Whoa.
I think Howie Mandel is doing a new series now on TV.
I thought they were talking about doing a new Bobby's World like movie or something.
He's doing
something
some weird series where it's like, I think he's the one who's like paying random people money to do really weird stuff in public, like
Giving random people money? That sounds awesome. How do I get me some of that?
no, you have to do really weird things like in public, like you have to
Like have your own YouTube channel and talk to
no,
people?
like you have to be like in a restaurant, like smash a bread basket down in the front of some total stranger.
What about, can it be like,
say
can
something
I throw
really
a
weird.
milkshake in somebody's face and go, spoon?
I think he whispers in people's ears and he tells them what to do, and they have to keep doing it. And if they want to get the money, they have to continue to just do it the whole time. I don't know, it's weird.
Strange.
Yeah. It's kind of, yeah. It could be kind of funny, but also kind of freaky.
Can I just do that randomly without being paid?
Yeah, well, you could just act like a, total, like, random person in public.
You know what I'm kind of... I mean, there is a Transformers Wii U game. It's not bad. I mean, it's nothing like this. No way. And it's based after the Transformers animated. The Fall of Cybertron series is basically based on the Gen 1 Transformers and also Transformers Prime, which is that weird CGI show that I could never really get behind.
That was okay.
No, it's still on. It's just now they're doing kind of like a Beast Wars
it is still
thing.
okay. Oh, sorry. That shows how much I watch it. Oh, that was a great show.
It's one
like,
of the most watched
it's
shows on the Hub, next to Batman the Animated Series, which is a 20-year-old show. Oh, come on, I made that. Lame. What you doing now, Jazz?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool show because Optimus is younger in it.
I wouldn't say he's really young. It's not like Transformers animated. Now, that was a young Optimus.
Oh, okay.
Jazz, why can't you get up there?
Come on, Jazz. You can do
The
it.
robot mode is terrible, Jazz. Or car mode. Those things explode. Don't shoot those. Unless there's bad guys, then by all means, shoot away.
Yeah, we had so much fun talking about Jazz in the last episode before we...
Yeah, we actually had to screen our last episode to remember how we did the series, because it was a different series.
The tower we saw from before.
It's a space bridge!
Jazz is one of the most interesting characters, for sure.
But anyway, gamers, I know there's still much left to this level, but that's going to conclude another episode of Transformers Fall of Cybertron War.
Woot! Welcome back.
Whatever. Once again, don't forget to hit the like button to show your support for this series, and we'll be back with the continuation of Jazz on Friday, and then this series is going to be going bi-weekly, so Monday, Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time, Autobots and Decepticons. Hopefully more Autobots than cons. Later.
Yeah. See ya.
The Transformers will return after these messages.